Hi guys, it's Ross at FoodTravelMusicLove.com. Inspiration from the heart. We're back in Pattaya, in Thailand. The t-shirt's on, a couple of things have changed, bit of housekeeping, get that out of the way. The barnet's changed a little bit, but I have lost a couple of stone, which has been hard work, considering all the food. So this video is kind of Pattaya for beginners. Maybe you haven't been here before, maybe you're looking at coming over. Obviously I'm not an out-and-out YouTuber, so you may find this through the website or through a couple of the publications that we work with, but if it's helped in any way, fantastic, that's what we're here to do. Once again, I'm at my regular condo here, the Grass Service Suites. I say condo because if you're using the local buses, taxis, if you say the Grass Condo, they know exactly where you're going. If you say the Grass Service Suites or anything like this, it normally goes over the head a little bit. Grass Condo, a little bit of local term, and that will get you back here, no problem. There is a video from a couple of years ago that I did for the Grass Service Suites here, so you can look that up. If you just look up Grass Service Suites or check out our channel, you'll see that. It was a couple of years ago. I'd like to think that a couple of my tactics and styles have improved a little bit, but there's a kind of a basic video there for the Grass. The rates haven't changed since then as far as I can see. You're talking about £15 a night for an air-conned, well-equipped condominium. It's fantastic. The Wi-Fi is normally good. I've had a couple of problems with the shower. You ring them up, they just come straight up and do it. So it's a fully serviced apartment, which is really, really good. 2 aircon units in a you know, a nice size apartment. You've got a little balcony as well. If you're a smoker, you can pop out there for a smoke. Fridge, bed. You need a bed. They've got a laundry service here as well now. It used to be self-service, but you just go and give the lady about 90 baht if it's like 1.5 kilos of washing, and she does all your ironing and everything for you as well. So it's really, really nice like that. You can get food and drink delivered here. A few years ago when I was here, I tried to get deliveries. People didn't seem to recognise the place or anything, but nowadays if you go on Food Panda or anything, if you're here, you put in Grass Service Suites, it comes up straight away with that. There's loads, I mean every time I walk out there's bikes outside delivering food. I mean people are forever eating. You've got your gym, you've got your swimming pool, little sauna. There's a restaurant here as well, which I haven't actually eaten at, although I have done a little review of the room service here from a couple of years ago. I think I've lost a little bit of weight since then as well, so I feel quite good about that. That was the main reason for me looking at that video, to be honest, to see what an absolute fat bat. Anyway, that was really, really nice food, so by all means get down here and try some of the food as well. So I will say this is January 2022, just to give you a little bit of comparison in case you're watching this at another time, because some of the things I'm going to mention directly relate to the situation at the moment, how it is to deal with COVID, coronavirus, whatever you want to call the thing, a cough. So in the background there we've got one of what I consider to be the sadder sights really. A brand new big 7-Eleven, like huge big thing, restaurant and everything in there. I really hope it doesn't affect the smaller traders too much. I suppose it's providing income and knackering some other income. It's the way of the world. If you work over here, get yourself a job as an electrician, definitely. You've got a job for life, haven't you? These Asian electricity cables and that are mental. Although I've been staying at the Grass here for maybe 6 years, maybe 6-7 times in those 6 years, I hadn't really ventured off too many side streets, and there's one kind of, it's not so much a side street I've noticed now, there's one street which comes off the South Pattaya Road where this is, and you can see where we're at now. You come off the South Pattaya Road, there's a 7-Eleven there. It's kind of quite a busy sort of crossroads if you like, although it's on a main road, and this street is fantastic for vibrancy. A lot of locals, maybe 80 or 90% locals down there, but if you're up for open air restaurants, street food, there's massage places down there, there's everything that you'd expect, but I'd never really noticed it before because I go down into the town or up on the main road, and it's kind of like a it's like almost like a shortcut. I noticed it from the bike buses and the motorbikes that they use this kind of street, and it is brilliant. So you'll see there that there's so many different dining options, and there's an expat food shop down there as well, so if you want any British food, I think, I haven't been in there, so there might be kind of American stuff as well, but there's some British food down there as well, if you want to get in some Kellogg's, you know. Come to Thailand, have some Doritos. about 12:30 at the moment, lunchtime. The smells down here are amazing with all of this going on. There's like 5 or 6 little food outlets there right next to the 7-Eleven. Right then guys, you can see that this road comes out basically on, I think this is classed as 3rd road, it's like 3 roads up from the beach. So if you take that 7-Eleven road, just off South Pattaya Road, you'll see there's lots of lovely little bars and restaurants down this way. The idea of this initial video is really to show you some of the places that we've been to before, see whether they're still there. Sadly, I've had a look and a couple of them have closed down. The pandemic's done that to a lot of places across the world. A couple of the places that we helped and reviewed and worked with a couple of years ago, the shutters were all down, closed, and that's really, really sad to see. Pop Shabu was one of them. It was a beautiful, lovely air-conned kind of buffet vegan restaurant, and it may, to be fair, have closed anyway, but it's a bit coincidental that it's closed after the pandemic hit. It was probably a bit of a niche market anyway, and especially because it was a big air-conned indoor kind of establishment, but that was really, really sad. They had some fantastic food there, and that's one of the first places I noticed when I came here. I went out for my first walk, all the shutters down and closed. So sadly, Pot Shabu gone. In Central, the big shopping centre, even Victims in there, a big kind of expensive luxury indoor air-conditioned kind of environment, which probably means the overheads, to be fair, are pretty extortionate. All Seasons Buffet was a fantastic buffet place here. I kind of alluded to it last time, and I was going to come back and feature it earlier than now, because we'll be hoping to come back within a few months, but obviously it took 2 years to get here. That's closed and gone, sadly. They put on their Facebook page that they may try and open somewhere else, but that was fantastic. It was about 330 baht for unlimited steak, salads, pasta, that sort of thing. Also, Tam Thai, which I mentioned, was quite an expensive. Well, it was expensive. It cost about £25, to be fair, about 900 baht for, you know, 3 or 4, about 3 dishes and a couple of drinks, and that was at the top level of Central. You can see it in the background there. Last time I was here, and I was intending to go and do some work for them. I had spoken to the owner there, but he was in his late 60s, so he maybe just saw the pandemic as call it a day, retire, cash in, shoot off. And fair play, because now it's turned into a vaccination centre. So at one point people were putting pad thai in the mouth, now they're sticking a jab in the arm. In the background there guys, it's a fantastic, beautiful restaurant. It's more of a cafe, but they do superb Thai food in there. Under 400 baht, which is quite a lot here actually, but that's a lot of food there. I have a jungle curry, spring rolls, pad thai, a nice big smoothie, and it's a little bit of respite from the heat. If you want an aircon option, Jasmine. I'll try and do a review in there as well some point soon. There's basically 3 ways of getting about. You've got your BART buses, Sommerfuse, I think they may be called. I may be pronouncing that very wrong, but they're BART buses essentially, and they're kind of open back, kind of truck looking vehicles, and they are 10 baht. They're everywhere all over Pattaya. You put your hand out, you know, put your thumb up, ask them to stop, they'll give a beep anyway, trying to get people to, you know, use their services. And as long, carry change, I will say this, make sure you carry some change, because if you go on and you've only got 100 baht, or 500 baht, I'm sure 100 will be alright, but if you've only got 500 baht, 1000 baht, you're not going to be getting change. I don't mean they're going to steal it, but they'll just say they haven't got the change, because obviously they rely on people just giving them the 10 baht. Give them a little bit more if you want, but normally 10 baht, and they just do certain kind of cycles, if you like. They just go from one end of one road to another, and then you can get off. And if you wanted to get around the town like that, you can. And I'm going to do a separate video showing you how you can use the BART buses to travel about if you don't want to walk. Then you've got your motorbike taxis. I must admit, I use them. Either use a helmet or don't. The police do fine you. I've been here 7 years. I don't advocate the use of helmets or not. I'm not going to say whether you should or shouldn't, but the law states that you should. Most people go around without them, from what I've seen. But if you want to stick a helmet on, brilliant. It saves you the risk of getting pulled over by the police. You're talking normally about 60 baht, I think, is the kind of average rate to go from wherever to wherever within the town, if you like. If I went out to the hospital, Banglamung Hospital I think it's called, to get my PCR day 5, day 7 test done, and I was on the back. I didn't realise it was quite this far. I was on the back of his motorbike for about 15 minutes, which is quite a long time just on the back of a moped. and that was only 120 baht, which in UK money is about £3, so under £3 to be fair. For a 15-minute cab ride, if you like, is not that much at all. So I like to use them. So anywhere within the town, about 60 baht. I give them 80 anyway. I always give them an extra 20 baht. So you can just get the normal taxis as well. They're I think they're yellow with like a blue strip around them. They'll have taxi written on it, but they're a bit more expensive. So if you're looking at a 60 to 80 baht fee for a motorbike taxi, off the top of my head, based on experience I've had, a normal taxi will be about maybe sort of 180, 200 baht. So you're looking at between kind of 2 or 3 times the rate. Obviously you're getting an aircon cab, and if you've got luggage and things, then that's fine. And it's still, relatively speaking, cheaper than probably what we're used to in the US and the UK. But I'm more than happy sitting in the back of a moped. The first time I came here, I hated it. It was horrendous. I thought, I am going to die. This is death. But after that, you get over it a little bit, and to be fair, they feel safer to me now than driving back in the UK. I'd rather be on the back of a moped, even without a helmet, driving here, the opposite sides of the roads, all over the place, than driving with some of the idiots back in the UK. Get me on the back of a bike. Alright, so I just stopped and got myself a, I think it was apple, pineapple and passion fruit, kind of a smoothie in a bottle. It's ice cold, and it's from the Chai Cheese Tea Bar, which is just off the second road here, I think. I'm looking forward to trying this. Everything was made absolutely pure, on site, all fresh stuff. Oh, wow. That's really nice, got a really sharp edge to it as well. That's the apples coming through. So I'm going to end this first video just by saying, by all means get onto local forums. Social networking can be fantastic. I mainly use social networking for business, because social networking has killed a lot of relationships for me in the last couple of years. Different opinions on COVID and Brexit and all of these other things going on in the world. It really, really doesn't matter. You know, everyone's entitled to an opinion. However, it depends on what sort of makeup as a person you are. I've been on forums here for Pattaya, Thailand, nightlife, restaurants, etc. And there is so much negativity. And I was really worried about what we were going to come and face here, trying to do our work and do our job over in this country, reading all of this negativity. And I was trying to be sort of a little bit arrogant before I even got here and saying, no, it'd be absolutely fine, it'd be absolutely fine. Oh, you're one of them, mate, you are. You know, you need to get your rose-tinted glasses off. I tell you what, I've come here and it's bustling. It's bustling, it's busy. You can't even get into some of the bars because they're packed. Now, don't get me wrong, I know some of the places are closed, so people are being pushed into these places. But I was expecting to come here and see, you know, a specials video. Ghost Town, that was the reference. But it hasn't been. It has been really, really busy, and that's been fantastic to see. It really, really warmed my heart just to see how busy these places are. Pattaya is on the up. A lot of places in the world are on the up, but being here, seeing this place, you can see some of the redevelopment. Going down Walking Street, I haven't been there in the evening. Walking Street isn't really my vibe in the evening. That's not really what I like to do. It's a lot more expensive, and it's a lot of kind of go-go bars and kind of strippers and that sort of thing. Again, each to their own. A lot of people like that sort of thing. It's not really for me. It's kind of like having a hot meal and just saying you can't eat it, mate. Don't put the meal in front of me then. Have a look down there if you're here, and you will see a lot of redevelopment going on, and that's fantastic. People assume rubble, that's the end then, isn't it? If you see rubble, finished. No, rubble can often mean the start of something new, and that's what I'm seeing down there. There's a lot of work going on. There's still some lovely restaurants and things down there that are open, and there may still be places that are open at the moment, but looking forward, the likes of Trench Town opening a new bar in LK Metro, they're not daft there. I know the guys, they're obviously, you know, sort of well equipped upstairs businessmen, and they wouldn't close one and then think about opening another one in a more expensive kind of central area like LK Metro unless they saw some potential in the future. And that's why we want to work for people like that, people who have got a vision and can see something and believe in it. That's important, and that's what they're doing. And that's all we're trying to do. So don't believe the negativity. This place is on the up, and it's up to you if you believe different. This is just what I've seen since I've been here. This is why I haven't done a video for the first 7 or 8 days while I've been here. I've wanted to get out and about and really see what's going on. And it's good, it's good, it's doing this. COVID depending. So the next videos are going to be out and about trying some food. We're going to get on a little boat trip over to Koh Larn. We've never done that yet. We're going to do the BART bus tour. A few little lovely things coming up over this next 9-10 days while we're here. But for now, thanks for watching this one. I hope it's helped out a little bit, and you can see what's going on here at the moment in January 2022. Ross, FoodTravelMusicLove.com, inspiration from the heart. Thank you.
Let's keep working on honey.